This is Fox 2 News at 9 a.m.
And we have a new book out. It's called The Anatomy of the Music Industry. I'm standing here with the author and someone who definitely knows a lot about what he's talking about, Dr. Logan Westbrooks. And can you tell me what moved you to actually write this book? I mean, there's a lot in here.
Yes, it is. Well, I've always been interested in education, and I've always loved children. I taught for a few years at the university in Los Angeles. So it was just a matter of putting this together so the young people coming up today will know exactly what took place and how they can deal with the music industry here today.
So I do know that there is there's an example in here that is very close to home for all of us. Nelly, not just Nelly, but a specific cut, Hot in Here. Tell me about that.
Well, that's very interesting. With Nelly, when first it was recorded by Chuck Brown and the Soul Searchers, and the tune was called Bustin' Loose. And then a few years later, Nelly came along, and he sampled that record. And it became Hot in Here. And actually, it really was a bridge from old school to new school. That's really what it did. And if you take a look at that popular show that comes on every week, Empire, it's all laid out in this book. You will understand exactly what's going on by purchasing this book, reading this book. You'll know what's happening.
So if you want to build your own empire, but without all that drama,
with all that, read this book.
Read this book, and you don't want all that kind of drama. So my understanding is you also address some people who may have worked with Janet Jackson in the past as well.
Well, Lori Pride in particular, who was a writer, a young producer, and the very first record that was recorded by Janet Jackson, she was a writer. Joe Jackson, Janet's father, went to her and got her to write that tune. The very first record that she recorded was written, and she has a chapter in this book. So it's all laid out.
The ladies also had a very prominent role in music too, and that's something that we got to remember. What about Mary J. Blige? I mean, she is one of my favorites all-time artists.
Well, with Mary J. Blige, there's another artist that's in here. A matter of fact, that worked very, very well with her, and he has a complete chapter in this book. Again, this is a must-read. It's like a blueprint. It lays it all out.
Lays it all out. You got to know where you came from so that you can know exactly where you're going. Ladies and gentlemen, the book is called The Anatomy of the Music Industry, How the Game Was and How the Game Has Changed. Just go to LoganWestbrooks.com for a link. We'll make sure that you guys can go ahead and get access to this book. So if you want to build your own empire, but without ending up on Cookie Bites on Thursday morning, this is what you do here on the 9 a.m. show.